basically we all know what we have gone through up to this point. It's as a result of Rado. The significance basically is that we are heading towards an election year. 2024 is an election year. Recently, we just did one by-election at Kumawood. That was our very comfort zone because that was our seat that we had to win again. It is a test case here because this is a seat that has been in the hands of the NDC. And so if we win this, it's going to send a clear signal that the people of Assin North really appreciates what we call development. Because, my brother, sincerely, if you get into the township of Assin and the surroundings, you will realize that development has gone on. And this is not development that has taken place in the last few days. No. This project that we are seeing today, look at the beautiful road. You get into Assin, like you are in Accra or you are in Kumawood. And it is clear manifestation that the NPP government is not just talking, but we are doing. Because we declared the year of roads, and it is clear, look at what we are seeing here. It is clear manifestation that the year of roads was not just mere talk, it was work. And so if the people of Assin South today didn't have an MP, and we as a government were able to do this for them, you can imagine if the MP is coming from our foes, what it will mean to the people. And that is going to impact the economic development of the constituency. Farmers, predominantly this area are largely farmers, and if you have such a beautiful road network, it means that they can farm and the food would get to the markets in no time, and that is a clear benefit. And I believe that the people of Assin South will appreciate this good work that the government has done, and then they will reward us. What the people are looking out for generally, like any other citizen, would be a development-oriented program. And clearly, like I was saying earlier on, NPP has shown the clear way. Just yesterday, the Vice President of the Republic, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, was here, and he commissioned these road projects. He also did commission an AstroTurf for one of the communities. There was also commissioning of a chips compound for the people. So why do we vote in the first place? Why do we go into election? We go into election because we want development. People sacrifice their time and energy to go and vote because they expect something in return. And what we give them in return is development. And so clearly, what this means is that NPP has demonstrated goodwill, even though the MP is not in our force, he's not an NPP MP, but we did this. They are going to see double or quadruple of what they are seeing today. So the chances are so clear. We know the people are looking for development. We have given them development, and the chiefs and the people are saying it everywhere. They are saying it everywhere that this is what they need, and they have gotten it. So what else than rewarding the NPP? So we believe strongly that the people are not going to be ungrateful. They would surely reward NPP for all the massive developmental projects that they have embarked on. And mind you, these projects did not take place just because of a by-election. These are projects that were already initiated before this by-election issue came. I believe that NDC are only trying to capitalize on sympathy votes because we all know what their MP did. Because one of their own, Mr. Aloto Jacobs, clearly has told us how he was disqualified at the vetting based on these same reasons. So the court was right, and now there are criminal charges against him. Why would you present a candidate who has criminal question marks on him? Why would you do that? You want to play on the minds of the people. Thankfully, the people of Assin North are saying that they want development. It is not that mind game that they want to play with them. They want development, they have gotten development, and they are going to reward NPP for these developmental projects that they have done. NDC has engaged in a lot of propaganda saying that the NPP has underperformed, has not done well in terms of economy, in terms of this, in terms of that. We are going to prove to them after this election that the Ghanaian is aware the performance of this economy until the coming of COVID-19 and then the Russia-Ukraine war. We are going to prove to them that we have developed, even in the challenges that we currently find ourselves in, that globally, so almost every country is suffering a recession. Yet, development is going on. So what we are going, the signal that we are sending to NDC is that all that propaganda that they have made over the years, that the people, as if the people, the Ghanaian people cannot remember. We have a short memory. No, that is not the case. Election is going to be a clear test case, and it's going to tell everyone that regardless of the challenges that the whole world is into, this constituency has benefited a lot, and it's not only here, it is across. So we are going to win this election massively, and that is going to send a strong signal to NDC that they must be ready, that the Ghanaian that they always take for granted is not the Ghanaian that they can always take for granted any longer. NPP as a party, we are going to be tested. Once again, we are going to be tested, and it behoves on every true party person to pass this test. And if we pass this test, my brother, I can assure you that NDC has no chance, has no way to compete with NPP in the next election. They know they would have lost straightforward. Why am I saying this? Because like you mentioned other candidates, we know it is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the rest. The VIP, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Just yesterday he was here. He is part and parcel of this government. He's the Vice President for that matter. He came to commission this project. Not only this one, we know that this is a clear manifestation that he has been part and parcel of every developmental project that has gone on in this country. Every achievement that we have achieved, it is with him. And this is a man who doesn't run away from responsibility. When Ghana was running into challenges economically and the world over, this is a man who accepts that we are having challenges. He thought out of the box and brought out policies like the gold for oil, and which is benefiting this country massively. Look at fuel prices. It went up to 27 Ghana cedis and today we are buying fuel around 11 Ghana cedis. It is unprecedented. It is unprecedented. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the candidate that I feel that if NPP goes for, we are going to win the election. And if you ask yourself, why do I say so? Because the NDC as a party fears Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He's the only candidate that they are not able to stand. He's the only candidate they are not able to stand. And this is a case that we are going for an election. And almost every NDC person that I have known, that I have engaged, seem to be so comfortable that why don't you vote for other candidates and not Bawumia? Then you ask yourself, why don't they want Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Why don't they want Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? It is because he is the one who is going to make that, he is the game changer. He is the one who is going to make sure that NPP breaks the 8. The breaking the 8, we wanting a flag bearer, it's not just wanting anyone at all to replace. We want someone who would be a flag bearer and the one that can beat John Mahama. And everybody knows Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's pedigree. And even John Mahama himself knows. That is why they have galvanized all their attacks against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. My brother, let's ask ourselves, why are they not attacking other candidates? We have about 10 or 11 candidates. NDC is comfortable with any of them winning, but they don't want Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is food for thought. NDC as it stands, we all know NDC's candidate in the next election 2024 is John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. And then who else can beat John Mahama? It has to be Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Where is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hailing from? He's hailing from the northern part of this country. John Mahama is hailing from the northern part of this country. NPP, traditionally, we know we have our traditional strongholds, like the eastern region, like the Ashanti region. NDC has their traditional strongholds, and it took only Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to break one of NDC's strongholds. Today, as we speak, NDC, when you put the northeast, the Savannah region, and the northern region together, that used to be the northern region. NPP has 16 seats in parliament, and NDC has 15. So that clearly tells you why President Mahama and his NDC folks are not comfortable with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He's the one who is going to make that game, who is going to change the game in the north. And we are maintaining our traditional strongholds, and then we are using Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to get the north to be another stronghold for NPP. And inshallah, by God's grace, that is going to happen. Looking at what has happened and looking around, being a politician, I know clearly that the decision is going to be taken, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to be the candidate. The one that NDC is not comfortable with is the one that NPP is going to present. And there's no way that NPP will allow John Mahama to meet Bawumia. It cannot happen. It cannot just happen. So the message is very clear. Let's make the right decision. In fact, breaking the 8, as we always say, that is not just a livestock. You understand? We want a candidate who will be able to beat John Mahama and beat him convincingly. And that candidate is Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Finish.